We've all seen the quote on social media or on a pretty perfect poster in swooping cursive letters that says, "Home isn't a place, it's a feeling." But honestly, for me, home is pretty much just a physical place and the memories I have in that place with the people who live there. Home is Olympia, Washington. My red house on Shinky Road, where I've watched my mother dutifully and lovingly cook delicious meal after meal in the kitchen on the same beat up cutting board as always. Someone is almost always cooking, like my sister Heidi, and her boyfriend Sky is usually there too. The house is often filled with the sound of someone playing the piano or the laughter of my nieces and nephews as they play, or the grunts of the wrestling dogs, Louie, Rohan, and Scout. Driving with my sister Joanna around Olympia's familiar streets, usually with puddles on the sidewalks, cloudy gray skies with mountains on the horizon. And coffee is important to Olympia. I always drive to Ole Coffee with my sisters when I'm home or sit down at Ember Goods with my family. And my sister Allie and her husband Sid recently bought a sailboat, so I hope the harbor becomes a greater piece of home too. Sailboats are pretty cool. Home spreads to the surrounding areas a little bit. Seattle, where my brother got married early April at an incredible greenhouse. My whole family was there, all smiling. Everyone was so happy. I watched my dad pick up a guitar and play it beautifully as he always does every time one is near. And the reception was at Capitol Hill Restaurant, a meal by candlelight. Home is also marked by my mom, quite often in her kitchen. She loves it when the golden sunlight pours through the big window in the evening. My dad always stands by the sink when he has a headache, quickly drinking 5 or 6 small glasses of water rather than just filling up one large one. This is my favorite teacup that I saved from a tragic death by garbage can. You can always count on there being mugs sitting in random places around my house or in my sister Joanna's car. And home is also often full of friends. Zoe, Ellie, Megan, Jasper. Jasper thought this was a picture. There's always good talks about Jesus at the kitchen counter. And my parents used to collect records and even made some with their friends in college, so I play those in the living room. Home to me is Olympia, my house, and the people in it. Taking time to recognize how many blessings fill my home is humbling and encouraging. In the words of my brother in law Jake, which are written on a napkin and have been hanging on my fridge for months, what a wonderful morning to be alive.